From the topmost of the London buildings that carve a new profile out of the sky, they have started so dramatically to scrape. The London of the 60s is a transformed London, unthought of till the builders found a way of floating stable foundations in the blue clay underneath. But for every new block that goes up, there's got to be a deep quarry shaft dug down somewhere for the sand and gravel that goes in building with cement. You quarry sand like this for simple four-story houses, but that's old stuff. Today, in our great cities, there's conveyor belt greed to match the insatiable demand of the modern concrete builders. A quarry has been transformed at Gerrards Cross into a mass production factory in the open air because these are glacial deposits. Seaside sand is too salty to be used without treatment that would be wildly beyond economic reach. Even this glacial sand must be washed before it can build one of our great new cities. But here, and this is a measure of the speed at which Britain is shooting upwards, this quarry alone can now produce 250,000 tons of building material every year, a fact the greatest quantity surveyor boggles at. Think big, and it's amazing how low you must set your sights. These little trickles of gravel are the realities from which the great new breathtaking metropolis must be built. Sand castles, that's what these modern buildings really are. This is the tallest building in Britain. Already, though, there's still 200 feet to be added to it. The new G.P.O. tower, which when finished will be over 200 yards in height, they've built it high to flash out radio beams clear of all obstruction. Next year, it'll be ready to handle 500,000 phone calls and 20 television channels at the same time. Take the lift down 2 floors, 3, 4, 5, and you're still scraping the sky. You step out here after your dizzy descent from the heights of the tower to a towering rooftop view of what all our big cities are becoming so fast. London's new landmark, the Hilton Hotel, 30 stories of it high over once sedate Park Lane, to say nothing of 4 more stories underground. If you've a head for heights, there's a grandstand view from the rooftop restaurant with that controversial view of Buckingham Palace and the Queen's once private garden. All built of steel and cement and those scooped out pits of sand, but it's a two-way traffic between London and the sand pits. The city's rubbish fills up the gaping quarries. Great mountains of refuse give a measure of the quantity of sand that's been dug up. They give something else. In time, they give beauty back to the countryside, for the rubbish forms a compost over which soil is scattered and trees are planted. The cycle is completed, and we're back to the theme we started with, trees. More trees where those London starlings can perch and chirrup.